You can't control your intuition. And I think that's a pretty obvious statement, but you haven't thought about it deeply. I want you to self-reflect on your life and how much you try and be in control of everything. You try and control how you feel. You try and control how you present. You're trying to control your career, your life, your relationships. As much as possible, you are constantly trying to be in control, whether you're aware of it or not. And we do this especially with our feelings. We're constantly trying to control how we feel out of fear of being out of control when we do feel. And I know that's a whole other rabbit hole that we could definitely go down, but this is something that needs observation. If you are trying to be in control of every aspect of your life, you are also going to try and be in control of your intuition, which means you are trying to be in control of what is true. And that is something you cannot control at all. The truth is the truth. There's no manipulating, there's no controlling, and there's no changing the truth. It is what it is. So if you're having trouble tuning in or relying on your instinct, or you're trying to be psychic and you just can't get the information to come in, question what's happening. Am I trying to be in control of the outcome and the answer because I'm afraid of the truth? This is really confronting, but it's very important if you're wanting to be psychic. You need to let go of your expectations and control over the information. Because if you're trying to control it, you're going to ignore the information that comes in that's true. It can look something like, oh, I'm going to do a tarot card reading, and then you're like, oh no, that's not what I want to hear. And then you do it again, trying to change the result or the information of the tarot. This is you trying to be in control of the outcome. And honestly, you never will be. So a way to work with this is simply by acknowledging the fact that you want to be in control of everything, that you have a controlling personality. And believe me, we're all trying to be in control of something, whether we're aware of it or not. But the more aware you become of your personality and your traits, the more you can work with it and care for those parts of you. We all have these different aspects. It's whether or not we own and acknowledge them that makes us more powerful. So here's something simple that you can experiment with when you're trying to not be in control of the information that comes in. So if I'm trying to tune into something and I'm like feeling really nervous and I want a particular outcome, what I need to do is acknowledge that very thing. So I'll sit in a meditative state, getting ready to tune in, making sure I'm grounded, slow, present. And then I'll say something like, I don't want to be in control of the information that comes in, but I want to acknowledge the parts that do. And what this does is it allows my mind to be acknowledged. I'm not trying to control my mind or the outcome of the information that comes through. Instead, I'm taking ownership of that part of myself and I am acknowledging it so it has its day in the sun. And then I come back into an intuitive state and tune in. And this is how I can access my intuition and my psychic abilities more cleanly. When intuition comes through and you're getting a response like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, or oh, that's not the answer that I wanted, that means it's your intuition, because I'm not controlling what's coming in and the way it came in is completely unexpected. The more you practice this, the more you'll start to be able to feel the difference between your mind and your intuition. So if this is something that you're really interested in, if you want to learn the difference between your mind and your intuition and how to read more accurately, more deeply, and more truthfully, this is something I teach, and my next group online training container is about to open in August with very limiting seats, and it's already starting to fill up. So if you're getting curious about this and you want to know more, go to my website, check it out, and reach out if you have any questions.